Hi you all, it's Jerusha. A rare occasion that I am videotaping more often than usual in one day. Feel like I have a little bit to make up for, not much though, but to myself. So I'm going to share with you a little something off the topic of usual. Number one, this is not related to the other stuff I'm going to share with you, but I get these YouTube crushes. I'm going to say crush. It's not really a crush. It's not really romantic. It happens on females as well as males, so it's like friends as well, you know, not just YouTube. But Seba Triu, this young man, gentleman, I don't know how old he is exactly. I think he might be slightly younger than me. Slightly, maybe the same age as me, but probably a little bit younger. His name is Seba Triu, S-E-B. He calls his fans Sebies, even if they only comment once on his stuff. And he just did this video a little bit ago, not that much, not more than a week ago for sure. The importance of compatibility. I think he's talking about relationships, friendships, and romantic. I didn't watch the whole thing yet. I commented on it already. I gave him a link to my newest video, which is on chemistry and online dating and all those kinds of things. So I have a feeling that Seba Triu isn't going to be quite as romantic or risque or talking about sex quite as much as I was, which, by the way, you might want to watch that video I did. It's not that sexy, by the way. But I did just admit I have a YouTube crush on this man here, and he might see it. I don't know. But it's the kind of crush that is okay. And it's also okay because I'm a married woman, so it's okay to have a crush on Seba Triu. I admire him. Also, even though he's talking about a different topic than his dreadlocks, he is still recording in his bathroom. See? And he is not even apologetic about it, which I think is great. Maybe the best lighting is for him in there, and maybe he's the most comfortable in there. You see his shower next to him there. So, anyway, off the topic, that was. So, this is a late night little snacking thing I've been doing lately, and I have different things I do over time when I snack late at night. Back when I was like in graduate school and I had a roommate in the house that I owned at the time in Portland, Oregon. I had a roommate after my first divorce. I had a roommate, female roommate in my graduate school program. Her name was Tanya. And anyway, we lived together for at least a year. We were both in the midst of our own divorces. And it was very cool to live with her. I hadn't had a roommate in a really long time. Anyway, a late night snack I would have was these, it's called Quorn, but it's Q-U-O-R-N. It's made out of some kind of mushroom thing. It's a vegetarian chicken nugget that's made out of some kind of mushroom protein. And it's in the freezer section of the natural food section of whatever grocery store you go to that has those things. I haven't had them in a while, but I would put them in the microwave. And I would dip them in various things like maybe ranch dressing, blue cheese dressing. Lighthouse makes this great in a jar, refrigerated blue cheese dressing. I would use that and I would mix it with a little bit of ketchup. And in the ketchup, I would put some cayenne pepper and also some honey. Mix it up. Maybe some lemon juice as well. Anyway, right now, I am not doing that for some reason. I don't know why. I should get back to that. I also love these Cougar Mountain cookies that you could get. And they were soft if you kept them sealed properly. They were expensive, but I would get those anyway. I haven't had them in a long time. It's possible that they're not available in the stores anymore. But this is one of the newer flavors of Kettle Chips. Yeah, Kettle Chips. Kettle brand chips. I fold them down like this. This is my newer thing that I do. And then I do use a little chip clip. This is not my fave, but it's a chip clip. It does the job, but it's not one of my favorite ones. Anyway, dill pickle flavor. Amazing. And I love to dip it in whole, not low fat, whole sour cream. This sour cream is by Horizon Organic. I like to get organic dairy products and meat if I can, but definitely dairy products, especially with the fat. I heard that the pesticides and things like that get more caught up in the fat of products than they do in like the vegetables per se, except for certain vegetables. So I'm not 100% organic. Gotta save money, you know. But this is sour cream, Horizon Organic. They have live cultures in the sour cream. Delicious. And I love to like dip the dill pickle chips in the sour cream. Then this other one is by a different company, but it looks similar. It's actually by Emerald Valley. It's a kind of salsa that you get in the refrigerated section of the natural part of your grocery store if you have that. And I don't know all of the states it's available in, but it says Wildwood. That might be like the brand, Wildwood or Emerald Valley. I get it in mild. It's a fresh salsa. It's the type of salsa that's fresh. It also will give you major onion breath, by the way, if you're not into that, or if your partner isn't. You should both probably eat it together if possible. So that's something that I interchange with the sour cream, dipping the chips in there. It's somewhat of a guilty pleasure, but I still think these things are healthy in terms of they have nutrient value in them. No, they're not low fat. They're high fat. Kettle Chips, if you get them, because they have, they're made with the skin on of the potato. Anything you get with the skin on, anything you leave the skin on, if at all possible. It's hard to make mashed potatoes well, properly that way, but if you do, like chips for instance, you will notice a major improvement in the nutritional values. For instance, the vitamin C content is 10%. It would be 0 if these were other kinds of potato chips. Iron is 2%, which is okay. Potassium, which is hard to get very much of in a lot of products, but it's 11% potassium. Dietary fiber, 6%. Not horrible. Of course, then we've got saturated fat, 5%. No trans fats. That's probably against the law in a lot of places, or they've just refused to do it now. Polyunsaturated fat, 1 gram. Monounsaturated fat, 7 grams. I don't really know what that means, by the way. I just know that saturated fat is probably bad for the most part, except for coconut oil, which I still haven't researched. So that's my little late night snacking thing that I'm sharing with you. I don't usually share my food stuff with you. I'm not big into food for the most part, but I do indulge in my cravings for foods because I don't have them all the time. And so I need nutrients. I'm low on my nutrients. I bruised easily for the last, like, I don't know, at least 4 months, and I don't think I'm bruising quite as easily now, which I'm glad for. It was definitely stress related. I'm still under stress, but it's better. But I definitely need to bulk up on my nutrient value of my food, and I lose my appetite when I'm stressed out, contrary to what a lot of people have. I have the opposite problem, but I start to lose too much weight when I'm stressed out. I get compliments. It's like, thanks, but it doesn't mean that there's something good going on when I'm losing weight. It means that I'm stressed out, but I'm not going to tell you. A lot of people. I get compliments like, you look so great, lost weight. It's like, thank you. Might look great, but not inside good. Not great inside. So, but people like to appreciate the way that other people look, and I'm not going to frown on that because they don't really know. They don't really know what's going on. So. All right, take care. Have a good night. Tonight is Sunday night, January. I believe it's the 28th, but I'm not 100% sure, so I'm going to check here. Yep, 29th. Yeah, because yesterday was the 28th, so it would make sense that today would be the 29th of January, 2017. So, getting close to my 7-month dreadlocks. Awesome. I just washed them again, and it was about 2 days since I washed them last, so yeah. Have a good night. It was great to make a video like this for you.